Okay, looks like it's up and running. Guys, I really apologize about the technical difficulties this morning. Unfortunately, we are sitting in pretty bad drawdown here. Looks like we may hit stops, but the idea is, well, was as long as we respect this 30-minute low, we should be good. But your 15-minute close bearish back into this range. Close with no bottom wick. I just left it and I closed half on the break of this 15-minute low right here as we started to break some structure. So closed half at negative 21 pips. Guys, I'm really sorry that we couldn't manage this trade together. But if you are still in it, you're right at that point where I closed half. So manage your risk if you feel necessary. Let's just do something here quick. Ooh, GJ flip bullish, moving up. Got 5 minutes left of this hourly candle. Doesn't look great at all. So yeah, not too much I can say. Obviously we closed back in the range, and yeah, stream kind of crashed there with the internet, but here's the trade. I mean, like I say, sorry we couldn't manage this together, guys, but I've closed half at 17.26.050. think we're gonna hit stop loss on this one. Cheers, Jared. Yeah. Obviously now we've had some strong rejections off of this level. If you could close below this support, we'll most likely see price move down to 1720. Okay, so closed half at 22 pips. Right now we're sitting at about 28 pips of drawdown. And that stop is real close, so let's see. The thing is, even if we were to move up, your new hourly candle most likely will have a bottom wick before moving up. So, pretty much accepting the loss already, but it's only a couple pips. And like I say, the idea was that this will be valid as long as we don't break this previous 30-minute low. But right now, your hourly, we've also got a support here technically, so if we can close even like that, there's potential to still move up. But right now you could actually just say that we are ranging. We are back within this range, so whichever way volume kicks in. Okay, obviously your previous hourly is pretty bearish, strong rejection to this resistance, so if we break that low, we're going to be on our way down, and that's where our stops are. Basically hourly support right there at 17.25. Okay, see we created support here on this 8 o'clock candle, and although this previous hourly is very bearish and a strong wick, structurally we have created a new high and we've got a lower high here. Of course, this doesn't look the greatest, but I've already managed risk and I'm just gonna let it run. I've planned what I've need to. I've said what needs to be respected in order for this to still be valid, and so far like I say, we didn't break any lows here. We respected the previous 30-minute low there on this last bearish candle. GJ looked like it closed above this resistance right here, and you could potentially see us continue to move up. That move actually looked pretty clean on GJ. The issue is I had with taking buys above this resistance is overall we are bearish here on GJ, so I felt if we could close above here we could potentially get faked out and then price may move against us and continue moving down. Hence I got safer buys above 163.850. Okay, so it looks like we've created support here on the 5 minutes. Ooh. We're about 2.5 pips away from our stop loss there. Certainly doesn't look the best, but we've managed risk here and we've survived our stop loss. So let's see if we can at least push up into 1731 and we can recoup that little bit of a loss. We are in the last hour of the 4-hour candle here, and our previous 4-hour close nice and bullish. We created support. So if we want to move up for the rest of the day, I'd like to see this 4-hour close above this previous 4-hour resistance. So let's see if we push up here in the last hour of this 4-hour candle. Broken the previous 15-minute high. This 15-minute candle is looking nice. Obviously, we're still in drawdown at the moment. Alright, there you closed on the 15-minute, nice and bullish. Unfortunately, we are still below resistance, but overall we are bullish here on gold. So let's see. I would definitely like to see this 30-minute candle close above resistance. We can now adjust this level to right over here. So I want to see us close above 1728. So GJ did fill this range here, and we tapped into resistance. But look how we are rejecting. Looks like some sort of fake out setup setting up on the 15-minute time frame here. So that's what I was trying to avoid with taking buys above resistance to move up here. It would have worked, but of course I played it safe here. broke the previous 15-minute high. Let's see if we continue to move up here. Trade definitely didn't play out the way we wanted it to, but we've managed risk and we survived our stop loss. So let's see what happens here. Like I say, your hourly candles are still valid here. Although this previous hourly candle is really more of a rejection candle, got a steep top wick and a closed bearish, we did also respect support here, this hourly support level. Plus we never broke the low of the previous hourly, and overall we are bullish. So if we do manage to get some volume here, I believe we could at least fill this hourly wick to the upside. But yeah, this price action is funky. You don't really want to be entering in a scenario like this. Unfortunately, we are already in. But we have managed risk, so at this point, it is what it is. Ooh. Yeah, 5-minute close bearish there. We'll see how this 30-minute candle closes. Like I said, I'd really like to see it close above resistance here. closed bullish there on that 5 minutes. Got 5 minutes left of the 30-minute candle. So let's see, are we going to drive up here and get that closure we want? Moving up, moving up. Price just came down to say hello to our stop loss and then was on its way. Now it's going to go visit the TP at the top. Closed doji on that 15 minute, so nothing really happened for the last 15 minutes. Your 30-minute closed bullish off of support. So let's see, are we going to continue moving up here? Oh no. Oh no, Naked HD is here. Controller FX. Your boy is here. Naked HD. Come on, man. Don't play. Where are my moderators when you need them? Yeah, Naked HD. Very well known. Troll on the streams. Okay, we are moving back into profit here. Good God. Please, Naked HD. So like I said, with volume, looking at structure here, we could have anticipated this hourly to fill that previous hourly wick. Hence I didn't close the entire position. We had reason to manage risk. Okay, we closed back within the range, and I closed 50%. But we were still respecting that previous 30-minute low that we were looking at the time of opening this trade. So in theory, we were still valid to drive up this entire time, and here we go. I think what I'll do with this position is allow it to tap into 1731, 150. That'll be my break-even level, and then I'm probably going to want to let this thing just run to TP. I don't think I'll close anymore. But if you are in this position and you haven't managed risk, it's a good idea to maybe close 50% here at 1731 and then move stops to break even. Because generally, if you are moving stops to break even, you have basically accepted that this trade may hit break even. So don't walk away with nothing. At least close some of your position. We are also in the last 25 minutes of the 4-hour candle here. So interesting. Real strong 5-minute candle closure here. Now that's showing that we have some volume back in the mix here. So let's see if we can push to 1731. Come on, gold. GJ. Close bearish there on the 15-minute. So it was a bit of a tough one today with the stream going haywire as price started to move against us here. Didn't get to manage the position I would have liked, the way I would have liked. I would have much preferred to close half on the break of the current 15-minute candle as it broke its own low at negative 14 pips. But unfortunately I closed half at negative 22, 23 pips. So just about letting the trade run now. Let's see what happens. Definitely not the prettiest trade. We sat in a pretty big drawdown there for some time. Broke that previous hourly high. Really nice confirmation for us to continue moving up here. We went from about 30 pips drawdown to currently about 16 pips of profit. Yeah, I see that, Shaker. We could potentially pull down a little bit later, but I think for the time being, that lack of a bottom wick is really just showing that we've got a lot of volume right now. Look at GJ. I would need a closure above this range, and the thing is, we've got 20 minutes left of the 4-hour candle, so at that point I just obviously want to be careful, and I won't take any trades in the last few minutes of the 4-hour candle. Sometimes they do, man. Sometimes they do, especially in the morning. There were times I was taking trades, 2 trades at once when GJ and gold were setting up, and some days I was selling both of them, and they both played out. It does happen, I think, more in the morning than in the afternoon. Okay, so guys, if you are in this position and you haven't closed anything just yet, what I would do at this point is move stops to break even and close half. And I am actually going to close 25% right here at 19 pips. And move stops to break even. Got my TP up at 1734,600 on my broker here. Yeah, Shamar, at this point I would much rather wait for the 4-hour candle closure. The reasons we got into the trade initially have passed, so this would be a completely different trade, and I've managed risk on this trade because I'm already in it, but at this point you don't really have confirmations to get involved again. Your current 30-minute candle has no bottom wick, as well as Shaker mentioned, so we could potentially see price pullback all the way down here. And then your new 4-hour candle, of course, if we want to continue moving up, we can expect to see a low created first. So as that new 4-hour candle opens, we could see some movement to the downside before continuing up. So yes, you just want to stay patient, and most likely probably just come back in New York session. Unless we've got really nice volume on gold, what happens is we generally tend to die down at the end of this 4-hour candle and consolidate before New York open. Sometimes we do move. 11 o'clock is Asian close as well, so sometimes we do get some movement. You can see here, okay, London open. This was London open right here at 9 o'clock. We drove down, we had a fairly decent move, some volume, and then 11 o'clock, these candles started to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Here is pre-New York, and then you can see volume just started to kick in as New York opened. So that's why you just want to be careful taking trades at this particular time. But we executed this at 9:30, which was perfectly fine at the time. Like I say, unfortunately it didn't really play out in the best possible way. But personally I'm walking away with a pretty small loss for the time being. If we can hit TP here, I'll probably walk away with just above break even. So yeah, chill day. I know Jared said he walked away with about 10 pips, so that's great. It's great to see someone taking their own initiative, following their plan, because this is my plan, and unfortunately my plan had me sitting in drawdown for some time this morning. But these things happen, you know. There we go, closure on the 15 minute. Let's see, are we going to survive here? Yeah, definitely. Losing less than intended is also winning. Yeah, man. So definitely W for risk management, you could say. Ooh. See, Bitcoin is down again. Let's see. Look at that. Yeah, I heard some guys were buying Bitcoin. Not bad, at least you've closed bullish on the weekly time frames here. Found support on this previous high. Yeah, I guess if you bought Bitcoin, not too bad. But right now it looks like a fake out here on this daily. Yeah. If I were to buy Bitcoin, yeah, I would definitely wait for bullish monthly candle closure. Monthly. I don't think a weekly is gonna do it. Rest in peace to anyone who bought Bitcoin in December last year. $15 on GJ closed below resistance. Like I said, guys, your best bet at this point in time is to wait for the 4-hour candles to close if you want to be taking any trades. But also be aware of what price is doing in these times. It's moving into a pretty low volume time, and then things should pick up again at pre-New York and New York Open. Is at the bottom wick for the 15. Let's see. Last 10 minutes of the 4-hour candle, and we got Asian close in 10 minutes as well. So let's see, can we get some volume and push to our targets? If not, and if we just sit here and stagnate, I'll just call it a day. Stops are at break even, and we did sit in drawdown for a bit, so I managed the trade in a loss already, and then I've closed a little bit of profit to cover some of that loss, and I'm hoping this runner can hit targets. I'm not hoping, it doesn't matter if it does or doesn't, but I'll let it do its thing. Got stops at break even to just manage risk here, and yeah, like I say, if it stagnates, then I'll call it a day, and I'll keep you guys updated on the Discord with how I'm managing whatever's left here. If you didn't close in a bit of a loss earlier, at this point I would have liked to close half in profit. So just my opinion. Manage your trade how you would manage your trade. But yeah, just be aware. You can expect to see a bottom wick formed on the new 4-hour before driving up. There's your 4-hour high. Yeah, if we can close above 17.28.935, we should see us fill this wick on the next 4-hour candle. You'll see here on the 4-hour what I mean. So yeah, if we can close above It's starting to look a bit messy here. If we can close above this resistance, we should highly likely then fill this wick, or at least move up to 1735. Look at that. Definitely wasn't the most straightforward day, but we did what we needed to do. But yeah, win, lose, break even, it's just another brick in the wall, and you just got to keep building day by day, step by step. So think long term, and when these kind of things happen, you won't get as frustrated, because you know that this is just another step in the journey, and tomorrow you're going to take another step. So whatever happened here today, don't let it affect the rest of your day, or don't let it affect tomorrow. Wasn't really a bad trade at all. Currently sitting at about break even, actually. So it really is what it is. Looks like we may just hit break even here. So how's this trade? Closed a little bit in a loss, closed a little bit in profit, and closed full at break even. A little bit of everything this morning. Still in it though. Let's see. Are we gonna survive? Highly doubt. 1 pip, 1.5 pips, 3 pips. How crazy would it be if we didn't get tapped out here and we just moved to targets? Price pulled so close to our stop loss early on and we survived. I think like 2.5 pips. And there you go, break even. So like I say, close a little bit in a loss, close a little bit in profit, and then move stops to break even. So unfortunately that is, well, yeah, small loss. No worries, very small. Check at GJ. Pretty strong move up here, got a lot of volume. So we could be creating that top wick for the weekly to continue driving down. Yeah, I said earlier you could see us maybe move into 164,500 today, create that top wick for the weekly and then continue moving down. Yeah, I'm also out, Justin. Okay, cool guys. That is it. One trade for the day, pretty uneventful, but it's alright. We have a really awesome week ahead of us, a lot of news, high impact news, so we should have some awesome movement from Wednesday onwards. So let's see how tomorrow is. Probably pretty slow as well. We had no news this morning. Tomorrow also pretty what am I trying to say? Yeah, pretty boring morning tomorrow. Not much happening. So the 4-hour closed on GJ, now it's bullish above that level. We were looking for buys, but this is me done for the day, guys. In terms of gold, yeah, I believe that we could continue moving up here, although your 4-hour close below resistance. But I think with New York volume, if we can break this previous 4-hour candle high now, you could still fill this previous wick here. But all in all, thanks so much for joining the stream this morning, guys. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.